I'm giving that soldier chill. My jewelry the cold is chill. Story treacherous, I effortlessly show skills. Yeah, let's go. That first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, bitch, this way, way before the deal.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era.
Well, Coach, we are in a sweet spot as far in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
On the ready.
Yo.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down at 4. Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Come on,
and they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. The Titans get... ...14 yards there and move the chains as well.
14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
What we got?
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep for more. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. Hooper. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
55, mark, 55.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Jackson on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken way up by the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he cuts it right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him. They did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have it.
And got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, bravo! Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson now. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Titans take over first and 10. That's their own 7-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 37. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Tannehill. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Mike one. Tackles. Ready?
On first down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They run again with Breida. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready, break.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Hey, wahoo!
So nice number one. Watch the out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. That'll be complete to Breida. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Derrick Henry. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Situation. Let's go. Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st down, it's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, he's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. An extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
Defense.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all after.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Yes, yes. Hey, Alpha. Come on.
Tannehill now to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch one. Hey, he gets
there.
Tannehill. And he fires one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You better be ready. That's it. Undercrush. Kill.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hey, Delta. Ready?
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
the 9-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else. It makes a dramatic play.
Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now it's Jackson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Breida. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. This is Breida. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzling me a little bit.
And he's going to keep it here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You better go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Jackson, steps away to his left, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.